Imagine escaping the relentless sirens, the suffocating crowds, and the concrete jungle of the city, finding refuge, not in another bustling town, but in the profound silence and echoing chambers of a hidden cave dwelling. Today, we journey deep into the remote, rugged mountains of Guizhou, China, to meet an extraordinary family who have made a truly unconventional life choice. They've traded modern amenities for the raw embrace of nature, choosing to live within the very depths of a cave. But what circumstances, what dreams, what compelling reasons led them to embrace such a secluded and seemingly primitive existence? Was it necessity, a yearning for a simpler life, or something else entirely that pushed them to carve out a home within the stone? Join us as we uncover their story, exploring the daily realities, the challenges, and perhaps the surprising joys of life lived far from the beaten path, within the heart of the earth itself. The very notion of dwelling in a cave conjures images of prehistoric humans huddled around a fire, a scene seemingly incongruous with the modern world. Yet, for this family in Guizhou, the cave is not merely a relic of the past, but a living, breathing entity, their home, their sanctuary, their entire world. To truly understand their decision, we must first paint a picture of the landscape that surrounds them. Guizhou Province, a tapestry of karst mountains, cascading waterfalls, and verdant rice paddies, is a place of breathtaking beauty, yet also one of stark contrasts. While modernization has begun to creep into the region, pockets of deep rural poverty persist, often isolating communities and limiting access to basic resources. It was within this context that the family, led by, let's call him Mr. Zhong for ease of reference, made their pivotal decision. Their initial motivation, as is often the case in rural China, was rooted in economic hardship. Leaving the demanding and often exploitative world of migrant labor, they sought a life where they could control their own destiny, even if it meant sacrificing conventional comforts. Land was scarce and expensive, but the cave, a naturally occurring formation carved out by millennia of erosion, offered shelter, protection from the elements, and a connection to the land that no rented apartment in a distant city could ever provide. The transition, however, was far from easy. The cave, in its raw state, was hardly habitable. Imagine the initial challenges: clearing rocks and debris, finding a reliable source of water, and adapting to the constant dampness and fluctuating temperatures. Mr. Zhong, along with his wife and children, embarked on a monumental task of transformation, using rudimentary tools and their own ingenuity to carve out a functional living space within the cavernous interior. They built makeshift walls from mud and woven bamboo, creating separate areas for sleeping, cooking, and storage. Sunlight, filtering in through the cave's entrance, provided a natural, albeit limited, source of illumination. Their daily life is a testament to resourcefulness and self-sufficiency. They cultivate a small plot of land outside the cave, growing vegetables and raising livestock for food. They gather firewood from the surrounding forests for cooking and heating during the colder months. Water is collected from a nearby spring, a precious resource that dictates much of their routine. The children, while lacking access to formal schooling, are taught by their parents, learning practical skills, traditional crafts, and the invaluable lessons of survival. They are intimately connected to the natural world, understanding the rhythms of the seasons and the subtle signs of the forest. But life in the cave is not without its hardships. The isolation can be profound, especially during periods of inclement weather when venturing outside is impossible. Access to healthcare is limited, and even basic necessities can be difficult to obtain. The constant dampness can exacerbate health problems, and the lack of electricity restricts opportunities for education and entertainment. There are also social stigmas associated with living in such an unconventional manner. Some villagers view them with curiosity, others with pity, and some with outright disdain. Despite these challenges, the family seems to have found a certain peace and contentment in their secluded existence. They speak of the tranquility of the cave, the freedom from the pressures of modern life, and the deep bond they share with each other and with the natural world. They have learned to appreciate the simple things: the taste of fresh vegetables from their garden, the warmth of a crackling fire, the sound of rain falling on the cave's entrance. Perhaps the most compelling aspect of their story is the perspective it offers on our own increasingly complex and materialistic lives. In a world obsessed with progress and technological advancement, this family has chosen to step back, to embrace a slower, more deliberate pace of life. They have found a way to live in harmony with nature, to rely on their own resourcefulness, and to prioritize family and community over material possessions. Their story raises profound questions about what truly constitutes a fulfilling life. Is it the accumulation of wealth and status? Or is it something more intangible, a sense of belonging, a connection to the land, a life lived with purpose and intention? While cave dwelling may not be a viable or desirable option for most of us, the lessons learned from this extraordinary family in Guizhou are universal. They remind us of the enduring power of the human spirit, the importance of self-sufficiency, and the profound beauty that can be found in simplicity. Their lives, carved out within the heart of the earth, offer a powerful antidote to the relentless pressures of the modern world, urging us to reconsider our own choices and to seek out a more authentic and meaningful existence. Perhaps, in their unconventional lifestyle, they have stumbled upon a truth that the rest of us are still searching for.